Greetings ladies and gentlemen. Glad to welcome you to my channel. Today we are going to talk about a very important matter, which will be extremely useful for you. There have been some changes on Kraken Exchange, and it may affect some cryptocurrency policies, and if you are a depositor of these assets, you need to know what has changed at this moment in time. But before we begin, I want to ask you to subscribe to my channel, because it will be pleasant for me and useful for you in future, because there will be more informative videos which can be useful for you. Kraken agreed to shutter US crypto staking operations to settle SEC charges. In fact, let's hear from the person here who will speak to us in an authoritative way about this information. I won't keep you waiting. This information. I won't keep you waiting. This information.
News roundup. Kraken has agreed to shut its cryptocurrency staking operations to settle charges with the SEC, according to an industry source briefed on the matter. Sources telling CoinDesk the SEC will discuss and vote on the settlement during a closed-door commissioner meeting this afternoon, and an announcement will be made later in the day. Separately, a judge overseeing Sam Bankman-Fried's criminal case has ordered the former FTX CEO's lawyers to submit a new proposal to modify his bail conditions. It would include more detail on the lawyer's suggestion that Bankman-Fried install an application on his phone to automatically record and archive his communications. Meanwhile, the founders of failed crypto hedge fund Three Arrows Capital are teaming up with the co-founders of crypto exchange CoinFlex on the creation of Open Exchange, touting it as the, quote, world's first public marketplace for crypto claims, trading, and derivatives. The platform aims to be a home for trading what it says is a $20 billion market of claims against bankrupt crypto firms, including those of 3AC, Three Arrows Capital. Finally, Bitcoin-based ordinals punks, a rip on the popular Ethereum-based CryptoPunks, are rising in popularity and price. While many Ethereum-based projects cap the number of NFTs at 10,000, there are only 100 ordinals punks, which are currently reselling for over 2 BTC a pop, or over $40,000 in today's prices.
Kraken has agreed to shut its cryptocurrency staking operations to settle charges with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, according to an industry source briefed on the matter. The SEC voted on the settlement during a closed-door commissioner meeting on Thursday afternoon, and an announcement may come later in the day, the industry person told CoinDesk. A Kraken spokesperson declined to comment. And SEC spokesperson declined to comment after the publication of this article. The SEC confirmed Kraken would shut down its staking services for U.S. customers after the publication of this article. Kraken offers a number of services under its staking umbrella, including a crypto lending product offering up to 24% yield. This is also expected to shut down under the settlement, the industry person said. Kraken's staking service offered a 20% AP, promising to send customers staking rewards twice per week, according to its website. Bloomberg reported that Kraken was close to a settlement with the SEC over offering unregistered securities on Wednesday. The vote comes a day after Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong tweeted that he'd heard rumors the SEC would bar retail customers from engaging in staking, the technique of pledging crypto tokens to run blockchains such as Ethereum. The SEC declined to comment on Armstrong's comments on Wednesday night. Coinbase offers its own staking services. SEC Chair Gary Gensler has previously said he believes staking through intermediaries, like Kraken, may meet the requirements of the Howey test, a decades-old U.S. Supreme Court case commonly used as one measure of whether something can be defined as a security under U.S. laws. Staking looks similar to lending, Gensler said at the time. The SEC has brought and settled charges with lending companies before, such as now bankrupt lender BlockFi. A Kraken settlement would help Gensler's mission, giving his agency a big win as it continues its efforts to police the broader crypto ecosystem. The majority of people staking on Ethereum, for example, use services, according to Dune Analytics. Crypto markets fell after the publication of this article, with Ethereum, a coin secured by a proof-of-stake consensus mechanism, falling 4.5% within 30 minutes. Place as a scalability platform. The Threshold network was the most notable gainer this week, with the token increasing by 80%. The increase came after Coinbase said it would list the T token, and that trading started January 26. The project is also expected to launch the minting feature for TBTC soon. Threshold Network is a decentralized finance, or DeFi, service that offers such features as staking and liquidity provision. It allows users to deposit and redeem their Bitcoin in DeFi without a third party. T started last week at 0.023 cent and is now valued at around 0.044 cent. Well, let's look at the chart below. Here I see how for a long time the rate of this cryptocurrency was falling. Nothing new I can tell you, but here I see only one thing, that in the future there will be growth and return to previous positions. You can make money on it. Maybe it is not a short-term period, but in any case, you will increase your investment unequivocally. Phantom's FTM coin is up 27% after it announced the launch of Ecosystem Vault on its network on January 19. The Vault is a fund that runs on a chain, receiving 10% of transaction fees to fund projects, ideas, and creations. The Phantom community oversees the use of the funds. Also last week, the Hector network launched its non-playable token marketplace, NFT, on Phantom. This Phantom-focused project launched the Atlantica market on January 23, another major step forward for the network. FTM was trading at 38 cents at the beginning of last week, and now its price is hovering around 47 cents. Avalanche's AVAX increased by 18% after it experienced adoption on multiple fronts. Several new DeFi integrations for the token have taken place in the past week, including those by transfer service SafeTransfer and Delta Prime DeFi. The coin is now priced at around $20.50. However, it also could be that Avalanche is still writing an early January partnership start with Amazon Web Services. AWS now fully supports Avalanche's infrastructure and decentralized applications (DApp) ecosystem. The Gala project's Gala token increased 16% after several major announcements in the last week. First, there are said to be collaborations with Hollywood actors Mark Wahlberg and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, although neither agreement has been confirmed. The Gala team also said it acquired gaming studio Ember Entertainment, indicating that it has plans for the gaming market. Gala started last week at around 0.04 cent and is now valued at around 0.052 cent. Here I see the stability which is supported by the chart itself. It is definitely a cryptocurrency which deserves respect and is extremely useful as an investment. Polygon's Matic token rose in the last week by more than 20% to $1.11 thanks to a sizable increase in network activity. The activity growth is so significant that Polygon overtook Ethereum in terms of daily active users. Polygon now is only behind Binance's BNB chain in terms of daily active users. Polygon also has been gaining increased DeFi activity as the total value locked, or the overall value of crypto assets deposited in the protocol, hit $872 million. That's a healthy amount during a period when the crypto market is considered to be in a slump. Well, that's all. I want to thank you for watching the video. In the future there will be As has already been said about Bitcoin, the situation is repeated with its little brother Ethereum. Let's get to the bottom of it. Will Bitcoin and Ethereum crash? DCG sells Grayscale Trust shares. After a long back and forth, the Genesis and DCG drama appears to be coming to a relatively smooth end after Genesis reached an agreement with DCG and other creditors yesterday, but a price crash could be looming as DCG is forced to sell shares in its Grayscale Bitcoin and Ethereum trusts. As the Financial Times reports today, Digital Currency Group has already begun selling shares in several of its most valuable Grayscale trusts at a steep discount. The sales are intended to raise capital to pay creditors from bankrupt Genesis Trading. Bitcoin and Ethereum crash looming? The information is based on U.S. securities records seen by the news outlet. According to them, Grayscale's Ethereum Trust is currently the focus of DCG, where the group sold about a quarter of its shares in several transactions since January 24 to generate about $22 million. The company is selling at about $8 per share, although each share is entitled to $16 in Ether. This is simply part of our ongoing portfolio restructuring, DCG said. GBTC, which holds 633,000 bitcoins, appears to be untouched so far. Whether DCG also plans to sell its shares in it to raise liquidity is unclear at this time. DCG purchased nearly $800 million worth of GBTC shares from March 2021 to June 2022 in an attempt to keep the discount from rising further due to a lack of demand. This gives the company an estimated 9.67% of the trust's outstanding shares. In the event that ECG needs to get finally pulling out of its slump, bullish investors say yes as Bitcoin inches closer to $24,000. But Bitcoin itself is unstable now. There is no certainty that it will grow. In my opinion, such fluctuations will occur for quite a long time until they actually start this bull market that everyone is waiting for. Where to invest your money so as not to lose it? While the market shows some signs of a bull run, it is important to remember that it's still volatile. A few tokens stand out as noteworthy in the latest week amid the strengthening market. This week, we examine Threshold Network, Phantom, Avalanche, Gala, and Polygon. In selecting these assets,